Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. My name's Adam Gary and today we're going to start a new series. This is actually the third time I've filmed this video. I tried using a lapel mic because I want this to be sort of really nice sounding audio, as is the case with these sorts of videos. And instead I got this. My friends and welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would do a new series where my friend recommended it to me actually, where I just kind of read some poetry to you guys. So we're back to the on-camera mic that I normally use. I don't know if it's going to be as nice sounding, but at least we got the birds chirping. Anyway, this is a new series. I said I was going to start me reading my favourite poetry to you guys and hopefully relaxing you and doing all kinds of cool stuff. I'm wearing my puffy shirt. I've always wanted to wear a puffy shirt. The idea in my head was something like this from Shakespeare in Love, and this is the best I can do off of Amazon. It does kind of close up. Hang on. It's turned into a get ready with me video. Oh, I'm not used to doing fancy stuff like this. Okay, so it can be like, look like that. I think it's more of a formal shirt than kind of the vibe I was looking to go with, but it's the best I can do. So yeah, that's probably the lamest intro I've ever done, but let me read some Shakespeare to you. Shakespeare's Sonnets. So we're going to be reading from Bloomsbury's Shakespeare Sonnets, edited by Catherine Duncan Jones. It says the Arden Shakespeare at the top and Bloomsbury at the bottom. So I'm not sure who well, Bloomsbury must be the publisher, but I'm not sure what the Arden Shakespeare means. I should have done my research, but I didn't. Anyway, reading Shakespeare's Sonnets to you. I'm going to read some of my favourites. I'm also just going to randomly stop at other ones. And Shakespeare is a very difficult poet to tackle just off the cuff, so if I butcher any of these, I apologise. I'm going to start with Sonnet 18, one of my all-time favourite poem. I've read it a couple times on this channel. So, Sonnet 18. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest. Nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. I love that poem so much. Of course I try and do a relaxing video, and someone somewhere, one of my neighbours, is doing some drilling. Sonnet 25. Let those who are in favour with their stars of public honour and proud titles boast, whilst I, whom fortune of such triumph bars, unlooked for joy in that I honour most. Great princes' favourites their fair leaves spread, but as the marigold at the sun's eye, and in themselves their pride lies buried, for at a frown they in their glory die. The painful warrior, famous for worth, after 1,000 victories once foiled, is from the book of honour raised quite, and all the rest forgot for which he toiled. Then happy I, that love and am beloved, where I may not remove, nor be removed. Yeah, it's quite difficult to try and make a nice calming video of me reading poetry to you when there's lots of tools going off in the background, so my bad, but let's keep going. I tell you what, I'm going to read Sonnet 113. Since I left you, mine eye is in my mind, and that which governs me to go about doth part his function and is partly blind. Seems seeing, but effectually is out, for it no form delivers to the heart, of bird, of flower, or shape which it doth latch. Of his quick objects hath the mind no part, nor his own vision holds what it doth catch. For if it see the rudest or gentlest sight, the most sweet-favoured or deformedst creature, the mountain or the sea, the day or night, the crow or dove, it shapes them to your feature. Incapable of more, replete with you, my most true mind thus maketh mine untrue. Sonnet 142. Love is my sin, and thy dear virtue hate, hate of my sin, grounded on sinful loving. Oh, but with mine compare thou thine own state, and thou shalt find it merits not reproving. Or if it do, not from those lips of thine, that have profaned their scarlet ornaments, and sealed false bonds of love as oft as mine, robbed others' beds, revenues of their rents. Be it lawful, I love thee as thou lovest those whom thine eyes woo, as mine importune thee. Root pity in thy heart, that when it grows thy pity may deserve to pitied be. If thou dost seek to have what thou dost hide, by self-example mayst thou be denied. Sonnet 151. Maybe I'll read just a couple more. Love is too young to know what conscience is, yet who knows not conscience is born of love? Then, gentle cheater, urge not my amiss, lest guilty of my faults thy sweet self prove. For thou, betraying me, I do betray my nobler part to my gross body's treason. My soul doth tell my body that he may triumph in love. Flesh stays no further reason, but rising at thy name doth point out thee as his triumphant prize, proud of his pride. He is contented thy poor drudge to be, to stand in thy affairs, fool by thy side. No want of conscience hold it that I call her love, for whose dear love I rise and fall. I just realised as I'm reading this, I'm not really honouring the iambic pentameter, am I? I will sonnet 3 because that's what I opened up to. Let's see if I can actually honour the iambic. Look in thy glass and tell the face thou viewest, now is the time that face should form another, whose fresh repair if now thou not renewest, thou dost beguile the world, unblessome mother. For where is she so fair whose unheard womb disdains the tillage of thy husbandry? Or who is he so fond will be the tomb of his self-love to stop posterity? Thou art thy mother's glass, and she in thee calls back the lovely April of her prime. So thou through windows of thine age shalt see, despite of wrinkles, this thy golden time. But if thou live remembered not to be, die single, and thine images dies with thee. How are we doing? Let's do one more, shall we? Sonnet 152. In loving thee, thou knowest I am forsworn, but thou art twice forsworn to me, love swearing. In act thy bed vow, broke, and new faith torn. in vowing new hate after new love bearing. But why of 2 oaths breach do I accuse thee, when I break 20? I am perjured most, for all my vows are oaths but to misuse thee, and all my honest faith in thee is lost. For I have sworn deep oaths of thy deep kindness, oaths of thy love, thy truth, thy constancy, and to enlighten thee gave eyes to blindness, or made them swear against the thing they see. For I have sworn thee fair, more perjured I, to swear against the truth, so foul a lie. Probably not the best one to end on, but we're gonna do it. Okay guys, that's it for this video. It's very difficult to make a sort of a calm, relaxing video when you've got power tools going off in the background and planes flying overhead. At least the birds are doing what they can to drown it out. Yeah, I let me know what you think of this style of video. I will do a couple more just to see how it gets received. Maybe not Shakespeare. Maybe some short stories or something. Maybe not necessarily poems. I don't know. It's going to be difficult. I gotta do a couple of videos to figure out where the sweet spot is. Obviously, I've got a nice Yeti studio microphone that I use to record my poems, rather than the microphone on the camera. But then you don't see me on camera, so I don't know. Maybe I'll do a few different styles. Maybe I'll wait until nightfall when everything's quiet and calm and planes aren't flying to do these videos, so they're a bit more calming. But hopefully you enjoyed this video for now, just as a getting started, just as a launch pad. So yeah, my name's Adam Gary. Please like the video if you liked the video. Subscribe if you're new here. It takes two seconds and it's free. And we're past 5,000 subscribers, so let's get to 10,000. That'll be awesome. And if you really like the video, please let me know, because it means so much to me. It helps the algorithm, but creators actually like reading your comments. So unless they're hate comments, we don't like reading them, unless they're funny. I can handle hate comments if they're at least funny. Anyway, cool. See you later. I'm going to take this puffy shirt off, and it's probably never going to get worn again, because when am I ever going to wear this ever again? See you later.